Bo Derek, the ultimate fantasy of 1979, the face of desire for an entire generation. Her look, the iconic cornrows, the sun-kissed glow, became a symbol of glamour and allure. Yet behind that image was a story controlled entirely by one controversial figure, her much older director and husband, John Derek. What's shocking taboo defined their relationship from the very beginning. The truth was far darker than most realized, leading to a profound isolation from her own family and a life shaped entirely by his influence. Born Mary Kathleen Collins in 1956 in Long Beach, California, she was a quiet, unassuming teenager. Everything changed when she was 16. She met John Derek, a director, photographer, and former actor who was 30 years her senior. At the time, he was still married. Their immediate, intense, and highly controversial relationship became the defining force of her life, severing family ties and setting her apart from her peers. Yet this same dynamic would catapult her to breathtaking, if fleeting, fame. The scandal surrounding them was immediate. Because she was underage, John took her to Germany for over a year to avoid legal scrutiny, a bizarre exile that removed her from her familiar world. When she returned, they married in 1976. John took full control of her image and career, rebranding Mary Collins into Bo Derek. The payoff arrived in 1979 with Blake Edwards' 10. That single, fleeting scene made her an instant global sex symbol, cementing her status as a pop culture phenomenon. But John's control did not stop there. He directed her in a series of highly stylized films, including Tarzan, the Ape Man, 1981, and Bolero, 1984. Critics panned these projects, yet John insisted they were artful showcases of her beauty. The success or quality of the films was irrelevant. They were vanity pieces designed to perpetuate Bo's untouchable fantasy image. Unbeknownst to her, this complete dependence on John, who controlled her finances, her image, and her career, was laying the groundwork for a profound personal and professional crisis when the spotlight eventually dimmed. By the late 1980s, both critics and audiences had grown weary of John's films. Her projects flopped at the box office, earning her multiple Golden Raspberry Awards, and the fantasy began to unravel. Yet the harshest reality was the emotional isolation she faced. Her family, unable to accept the controversial relationship, had cut ties entirely, leaving her disconnected from her own past. The woman the world idolized as the ultimate fantasy was, in reality, profoundly alone, bound to a man whose vision of her was losing relevance. The cost of the 10 image was the life she might have had. Bo remained devoted to John until his death in 1998. His passing forced her to finally step out from the shadow of the controlling figure who had defined her for so long. She returned to acting in smaller, more grounded roles and found lasting love and stability with actor John Corbett. Over time, she reshaped her identity, not as a manufactured fantasy, but as a committed philanthropist and advocate. Bo Derek's story stands as a testament to resilience, proving that even after years under a toxic, controlling spotlight, a woman can reclaim her life and emerge as her authentic self.